Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joanne Hughes. I'm an intuitive lifestyle strategist, and today I am talking about the energetic imprint of money and how that may be affecting you. So, who grew up with a lot of different money sayings? Like I heard a lot, the root of all evil is money, or heard it in a song. And I think it was one of my favorite songs. The more money we make, the more problems we see. So, there's always these little slang words or quotes around money. And, also, really, there's all of that, but there's also how we were raised and what situation our parents were in. Because it's not good or bad, but we are in the place where we're at in our life. So sometimes, we grow up where there's a lot of scarcity or a lot of lack. And somewhere in there, there's going to be an energetic imprint that money leaves us. And so it carries on throughout our whole childhood into adulthood. And until we really understand what the money perception was, and how it's affected us, we won't be able to see the blocks that are there around money and around the value of money, and even in what we how we achieve money and success, and the way we see them and perceive them. So for instance, if you grew up in a family where your mother hoarded canned goods, or your parents didn't spend money really on you, or on themselves, they didn't go out and have dinner, they didn't go on a lot of trips, they just didn't spend a lot of money, that they'd rather stay at home and save money. And along with that, there's probably always a phrase that they have said to you around that, why they have lack, or why they're looking at money that way. But that the way that we grew up when we were kids, and the way we see our parents, and how all of that, the value of money, was demonstrated to us, is going to energetically imprint on us. And so, really, what we have to do is do a little bit of soul searching, do a little bit of looking back into our childhood, and really examining, okay, so, what happened in my family? How was money spent? How, was there fear around money? Was there fear around bills, and worry about maybe the house and not paying rent, or the house being foreclosed on? All of those different types of things. Did you see your mom or dad work 2 or 3 jobs just to bring money in? All of those things would have imprinted on us. And around there again, there's going to be talk, just like there's talk of politics around the table, and who should be prime minister and who should not, and how they're running the country and how they're running the province. There's always talk around that, but even more so, we see that demonstrated. And then you might be in a home where there was always lots of money, where there was always food in the cupboard. And even maybe there, you knew that you were not like super rich, but you weren't super poor or lacking either. And that maybe that your parents every Friday night decided to, take the kids out and treat them to an ice cream. And you saw your parents, buy a bottle of wine on a Friday night and have a nice dinner where they treated themselves. And, they had friends over to celebrate their week and talked about all their win for the week. There's a difference in how each child in those different situations is going to grow up with a perception of money, and how that energetically is going to imprint on them. And so, really getting to the root of that and what it means, because truly, I've seen people that have lots of money that spend lots of money and even frivolously, sorry, I can't say that word, who spend money with no care in the world, and they do it with a lot of joy. And I've also seen people with a lot of money that, are very constricted and feel still fearful around losing money. And I've seen people with no money be totally happy and content because they have so much abundance in their life and in their world. And I think it probably takes us a while in our lifetime to actually even really think about that. But when you become a coach, or an entrepreneur or a business owner, or even if you're working a 9 to 5 job, but more so if you're on the entrepreneur side and the coaching side, because you see it more with pricing of programs or giving things away for free I better give it away for free because maybe no one will come to me, or no one will come to my event. And when you're working in a job, you're going to, you could still work in a job and make a certain income and really feel good about, treating yourself and, spending money. And you don't look at it as spending money and just throwing money away, but rather you look at having money and spending money as being somewhat of a philanthropist. Because you might think about, okay, this piece of jewelry or this dress or these boots or handbag, you know, these boots cost $1,000. Oh my God. And, whatever judgment you have around that, but, and trust me, I used to be the one that, oh my God, I can't see myself spending more than $20 on a pair of shoes. I mean, they're shoes. But really, I never thought about it in a particular way, in this way that I'm going to tell you now. When you buy, let's say, that pair of boots for $1,000, and maybe you have money to buy $1,000 worth of shoes every day, then, that's great. That's wonderful. Um, but if you have a hard time spending any kind of money on anything that really, you really want to buy, there's somewhere in there's an energetic imprint around money. And so really examining that when that comes up, because that's one way to tell you, that's one way that you'll know that there's an energetic imprint that needs to be looked at and examined. But when you buy that $1,000 pair of boots, for instance, you are, almost you are a philanthropist, because you're giving money, and the person who made and crafted those boots is getting money and getting paid, and the person who made that leather is getting money, and the seamstress, or the person who sewed, the bootmaker who made those boots, is making money, and the person who's selling them to you is making money too. And is it a bad thing to be able to help other people make money and support other people's dreams? And maybe that person who just made that sale is now able to, pay money for a medical bill for their child, or to pay off debt, or to fill their cupboards full of groceries. And really, all of those different branches of you spending money, those people have made money. And it's a win-win, and it's an exchange of energy. And it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? So also, though, saving, I'm not saying that saving is a bad thing, because saving our money is good too. But what are we saving? If we're saving it to purchase something, or, saving it for a rainy day, I might say is not the greatest thing, because personally, in my mind, for more down retirement years, is because I want to make money now, and I want to spend money and enjoy my life now while I'm alive, while I'm strong and vibrant and healthy. I want to spend my money now. Obviously, yes, you have to put money aside, some money, not saying not to save it, but just saying, are you being opened with money, or are you being constricted with money? Other things is that if you're afraid to, if you're not afraid, but if you have problems pricing your value, that's another thing, another way that we have to look at our beliefs. Because, I was someone who in the past always um, had my prices really low. And when I raised them the one time, I actually had a gentleman say to me, "Wow, that's a lot of money." Um, and it was actually for a reading, a tarot reading that I had done. And, I was so taken aback by that because really it wasn't that expensive. And yes, I did raise my prices, but it's also my gift. It's my gift that I'm giving to someone else. And I'm helping empower them and inspire them and show them different possibilities. And so for someone to say, "Gee, that's really expensive, don't you think?" Well, you know what? No, it's not, because we have to start valuing ourselves and our products and our services, because a plumber is not going to come in and do plumbing in your house and say, "Mm, you know what? I'll give you my services for free." No, of course not. And if you were a plumber, you wouldn't just give it away for free, would you? But so many of us want to undercut ourselves, undervalue ourselves. And it's because of that energetic money imprint that is kind of guiding and leading the way, because there's also a belief under there. And that belief is truth for us. And it's because of circumstances in our life, how we were raised, what people told us about money, what people showed us around money. And that's imprinted on us in an energetic way. And so the best thing that we can do is start to look back at and seeing how money was demonstrated, how the value of it was demonstrated. How you feel about money. Do you, just say, "Well, yeah, I want more money," obviously, Joanne. But, you know, okay, so what are you going to do when someone gives you money, or when money comes to you? Are you still feeling the same? "Oh yeah, well, of course I want money, but I have to work really hard for it," or "I'm not going to be able to go take that trip this year because there's no way I'm going to bring that money to me." Just thinking about what your value is and your thinking process and feelings around money will help you to uncover how money's energetically imprinted on you. Because if you're excited and you're like, "Yeah, I want to go on that trip and I'm going to make that money and I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy myself the best outfit and get my hair cut and all," and you're so excited to not only receive it, but to spend it and to buy things that, sometimes you want them, not just buying things that we need and feeling like we have to really save up, or, don't go out, don't spend a lot of money, because around that, there's that fear of money's not coming to us easily, or money will only come to me every 2 weeks, because there's other ways that money can come to you. And so really examine your thoughts and feelings and the emotion around money in order for you to get at the root of that energetic money imprint, and then start to look at ways to move past that and replace it with, you know, a different money imprint, an imprint of, "Wow, I'm helping people, I'm a philanthropist, I'm giving, I'm receiving, it's flowing, I'm abundant." That's, all of those things are things that we need to start to look at in order for our businesses, our services, and our products to get out there to grow, but also just for us, because we are all divine beings and money is only energy. Money's nothing but energy, but money has a vibration. And if there's an imprint that you have within your spirit, and it's blocking you, because from that energetic money imprint, then there is a blockage around that, and it's uncovering what those blockages are and stepping into your divine birthright, which is to be abundant, to have so much abundance. And around that, I just want to speak a little bit as well about the money mindset and money blocks and how to kind of get out of that. Because oftentimes, again, first figuring out the energetic money imprint, then finding out the money block you have. And then there's the other thing, excuse me, where we can stay in a state of abundance. When you think of abundance, abundance doesn't necessarily mean it has to be money. Abundance isn't about money. Abundance is about health and vibrancy and friends and family and great experiences and joyfulness. That's what abundance is. So, abundance is way more than money. And if you find that around topics of money, you feel constricted and you feel like maybe overwhelmed or depressed or down that you're not going to have the money, or fearful that money's not going to come to you or that you're going to run out of it, you don't want to be in that place. It's better for you to be in a place of abundance then. And just think about all the things that you already have, right? Be grateful and have gratitude for your life and the roof over your head, or the friends around you, the love that surrounds you, the gratitude of your children, of being able to, today I get to have, a cookie or a treat, or, go to the movies or go out for dinner. And I'm so grateful for that. So the universe doesn't really recognize when you're talking about money in terms of, just in a general way. And really, when you keep saying things like, I don't have enough money for this, the universe just hears, money, and it doesn't give you any more than what you already have. But when you're in a state of abundance and feeling, wow, I'm so grateful for everything that's in front of me, I'm grateful for the abundance I have in my life, it raises your vibrations up, and it puts you in a vibrational match to money. And so being in a place of, abundance is way better than being in a state of, talking about the money that you don't have or the fear around that. So being able to stay in that state of gratitude, that's going to be help you by raising your vibrations to be that match, energetic match, to bring things into you. And then also, changing that money mindset, or, changing the story that how you grew up, or, the perspective or thoughts around money. Because again, telling yourself and embodying abundance and embodying the fact that you are a divine being where everything that you need is constantly flowing into your life, that abundance is always there, that's going to help you remove and clear that energetic money imprint, along with doing some of the physical work or the mental work, which is writing those stories down and just being aware of them. So now that you can change that and you can shift how you feel about money now, because you're all deserving, every one of you, we're all deserving. You're divine beings, and having financial money and abundance is your birthright. That's everything for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show or the talk, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.